What's going on, people, and welcome back to Croydon Bus Simulator. And today we're going to do the most realistic simulation of being a Croydon bus driver in Croydon Bus Simulator on the internet. And you're probably thinking, why the hell is he just standing in the dark on this random road? But this road is actually where the go-ahead drivers, where we used to park our cars. We used to park our cars on this road and walk up to the depot. And I've set the time to like 4 in the morning, which is around the time you would normally check in for an early duty. So if you was one of the first buses out. By the way, what is up with this bald spot? My character in general is a little bit fugazi. Like, I'm wearing the Aviva shirt. It's all a bit mad. Bald spot on the top, crazy. But we would park our cars on this road and walk up. By the way, this is a Bellio right here. This is a Bellio depot. I don't know if you can, is it quite dark? I don't know. But this is a Bellio depot. And this is where, you know, it was a bit of a grass is always greener kind of situation. I would walk past here on the way to work and think, man, I wish I was working at a Bellio instead. You'd hear you get like bus driver talk, right? So when you're in the canteen, bus drivers talk and they talk about how good it is working at a Bellio, and apparently they get like, you can choose your own shifts at a Bellio and you get paid overtime for working on weekends. I don't know if any of it was true. Well, I know none of it was true because I did work for a few months in a Bellio. But bus drivers often left go ahead and came and worked at a Bellio, whether it's because they got sacked or because they wanted to leave, whatever it might be. But as I was saying, as I struck my stuff, this is some real RP, by the way. I hope this isn't boring. I'm kind of I love the way that the characters strut their little hips in Roblox. But yeah, unless you was on a middle duty, you wouldn't be able to get a space, and only a few middle duties would have spaces. This is Go Ahead Depot, and in reality, if you got here at 4 a.m. or whatever time it is in game, this would be absolutely packed. What am I stuck on? Oh, there's a little bollard there. This would be absolutely packed with buses. Buses waiting to head out. Obviously, they go out one by one. And if you're starting at 4 a.m., you're going to be one of the first buses out. So you get to the depot. You have to follow the footpath, which leads you around here. Now, this isn't modeled. I wish the interior was modeled. And if the developers want to get in touch, I would happily help model what it looks like inside here, because I know it like the back of my hand. But you'd go in here. The door is around here. And you'd go inside, you pick up your log card, and you'll check the sheet that kind of shows you where your bus is parked. You take your log card, see what you're doing for the day. You'd walk up. This window here is iBus. This is where the iBus office is. And they sit in there and boss you around all day. That's their office. But you'd normally go through the office and come out the back here. Out of this door here. And you'd find your bus. And the bays here are the wrong way around. At Croydon Depot, they're like facing this way. They're going, rather than sideways, they're going straight, horizontal, vertical. I don't know. So yeah, you check on there's like a little card in the office that will say, okay, if your duty number 130, your running number is going to be 121, and your bus is going to be parked in bay 16, and it's going to be WVL 70. And you take that, you'd go to bay 16 or whatever bay I said, and you'll find your bus. And it's usually sitting here. Yes, I'm still driving this dead out bus. I did buy the Pro Pack thinking that I was going to get some buses with it, but I didn't. I'm going to have to earn some buses, so I'm still rocking this old thing. But when you get to the garage and you find your bus, you then have to do a walk around. So let's go RP mode. Mate, that sound is spot on, and the fact that you can press the button and the doors open is really good as well. Really good. So you'd get in your bus. Oh. Let's see if I can remember the word. So you get in your bus and you turn on the engine. Oh, it was on already.
Fire system pressure, okay.
We're gonna turn it on. And it does actually make all of those noises. It says fire system pressure. I don't even know what the hell that means. And then it starts up. I mean, the sounds are really good. It's got to be said. Once you start up your bus, you like put on your wipers. So what is wipers? V. You put on your hazards. And you put on your lights. There you go. Oop. Oh. Let's put the hazards back on. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. And you have to do a bus check. And this is really important. You cannot take your bus out without doing a proper check. And you will get in big trouble. If you get caught not checking your bus and driving it out without checking your bus, you get in big trouble. And in fact, part of your driving test as a bus driver, half of it is doing your safety checks. So you have to go around your bus, make sure your lights are working, make sure, you know, your wheels are on, like there's no bolts missing or anything, or a squirrel on your wheel. Make sure there's no like crazy damage to the bus. You go around, you check your fire doors, make sure that opens. You check your water levels, which is in here. You know, normal stuff, nothing crazy. Then you get on the bus, you check all your bells. I wonder if the bells work. Do the bells work? No, the bells don't work. Wait, does this button work here? No, that button doesn't work. Yeah, you check your bus. Oh my gosh. So you can just walk straight through the bus. You get into the cab. You make sure your assault alarm's working, which is G. And it's working. Make sure your horn's working. What's the button for horn? Am I blind? Apparently I'm blind. But anyway, yeah. And then you can turn off your hazards. F and V for the wipers. And then what's the button for the doors? Now I'm using keyboard and mouse. Last time I used my controller, but I got so much feedback from you guys, and a lot of you said that it's better to use mouse and keyboard. So I'm using mouse and keyboard. I'm not very good with mouse and keyboard. I'm not much of a PC gamer. So I'm probably going to be even worse at controlling this thing if that's possible. And then what you're going to do is you're going to run light to West Croydon. So we're going to do the 450 route, and we're going to start at West Croydon. Now what running light means is you run the bus empty, basically. And yeah, as you remember as well, I was like signing to the ticket machine. You probably think, oh yeah, you're going to sign into the ticket machine so that you can save time at West Croydon. No, you don't want to sign into your ticket machine yet, because if you do, then iBus turns on and they'll be able to see you in the iBus office. And they'll think, why is this guy like, I think it's just a bit annoying if they can see you even though you're not en route. So if you're not in service, sorry. So you're not meant to sign in. You can, nothing's going to happen if you do sign in. But I think it is just a bit annoying for iBus if they have all of these buses on their kind of radar thing that aren't actually in service. So yeah, you don't sign into that yet. You make sure you're not in service on your blinds. On new buses, you set your blinds with the iBus. No, you don't. There's another little like thing. I think maybe that's it there. But on these old buses that I'm in now, I'm pretty sure these old buses, there was like a crank. There was like a little window here where you could see your blind, and you would turn the crank and you'd spin it until you were on not in service, or whatever your route was. Oh no, there it is right here. The cranks. Those were the cranks. Unless, I'm pretty sure like that would be the bus number and that'd be the destination, which is kind of cool that that's in there. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'm gonna run light to West Croydon. So I'm gonna show you the run light route from the depot to West Croydon. Oh mate, I cannot use mouse and keyboard. I'm gonna try though. I am gonna try. I've taken all your suggestions. Before you leave here, you cannot leave the depot and just drive out without sounding your horn. I don't know what the horn is. Is it H? There you go. You're not allowed to drive out there without pressing the horn. It's just so if anyone's crossing, it's just so that you don't hit anyone, basically. And the last thing you do before you leave is, in the depot, there's like a mirror here. There's like a mirror on the side of here. So what you do as you're driving out is you put on your reverse and make sure your reverse lights work. You look in the mirror, you check your reverse lights work, and then you can head off. So I'm gonna try and navigate. Oh mate, I really cannot drive this thing. I find it so difficult, like driving games, because Yeah, I'm not even going to try and make an excuse for myself. Everyone in the comments has been ripping me about how bad I drive. Like, there's no way this guy could possibly have ever been a bus driver. He's so crap. But I don't play driving games. Anyway, I've got my high beams on, it looks like, as well. So let's... Maybe you're meant to. Anyway, so we're going to do... There's 2 run light routes to West Croydon. I'm going to go left. This was the run light route I like to do. And that's turn left. Now, in reality, I would probably turn off all my lights like this. So my cab... Oh, yeah, you can. There you go. Because if you put your lights on in your bus... Oh, no. The lights in the bus are on. People put their hands out. So you're running light to West Croydon. And people will be standing at the bus stop putting their hands out. Even though you've got no number on the front of the bus. They just want to put their hand out for the bus. It's annoying. So it's best to leave all your lights off. Obviously not your headlights. But it just lets them know this bus isn't in service. Don't put your hand out, you silly git. So one of the top tips I got is you can hold shift and the steering wheel kind of locks, which I think is quite cool. I'm hoping that's going to help me drive the bus a bit better. The only thing is where I'm not a PC gamer, a mouse and keyboard gamer, I find it really awkward to hold the shift button with my pinky. So this is an Asda in real life, and the run light route, you actually have to drive through Asda, which, oh my god, is a bit weird, right? You gotta like drive through the Asda car park. Oh mate, I find it so hard to do this. I find it so hard to control this thing. And I've been watching people play this on YouTube, and you guys are so good. Like, I don't get how you guys maneuver these buses down these tight roads in this game. It's so difficult for me. I find it so difficult. I'm hoping being on keyboard and mouse is going to make it a bit better, but I don't think it's going to. Anyway, driving through Asda, yeah, it's hilarious. It's just a weird thing to do, isn't it? Driving a bus through Asda, but it is the run light route. The thing that's scary about run light routes is it's not an official route. It is an official run light route, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit weird sometimes. Some of the roads you drive down in a bus, I don't think I can explain. Like, it's hard to explain really. Like, as soon as, so you're driving your route every day, right? You go back and forward from West Croydon to Thornton Heath, I mean to Lower Sydenham, from Lower Sydenham to West Croydon. So anytime you have to go off of that route, whether it's a diversion, whether you're running light, whatever it might be, it just feels really weird. It feels really weird. Have I gone the wrong way? No, there's no way I've gone the wrong way. Nah, I've not. Okay, I got a bit panicky there. I was like, damn. I was saying last time about how much I wanted to turn off the navigation. I turned off the navigation and I thought I'd gone the wrong way then. Whoa! I went into that turn a bit hot. Okay, so this is Purley Way? Is it? Yeah, Purley. No, Purley Way. This is Purley Way. Got Sainsbury's there. Oh, what is it called? Salisbury's. On the right, you'd have, I think there's an Audi over there, and like a Curry's and an M&S and a Smith's. It's a bit of a, it's a bit lit. I like Purley Way. There's a lot of good shops. If you're into the M&S cookies, this is probably one of the best M&S's in this retail park that you'll ever find. Cool. So we are coming up to a left turn up here now. The way that subconsciously, right, and you're probably like this if any of you watching this drive, like subconsciously you're like, okay, when you remember a route somewhere, you remember things by landmarks. So if the landmark is not here when I get to this turn, kind of is. So in real life, this pub on the corner is like bright yellow. And that's how, oh, you can't go straight anyway. You can't go straight. I can't hold the shift button. I can't do it. My fingers won't allow me. I'm sorry. I'm a bit dyspraxic, if that's the word. So yeah, we take a left down here at the big yellow pub. That's kind of how I remember to do that left turn. The pub isn't yellow in this, which is a bit disorientating, but nonetheless, we didn't miss the turn. We couldn't have missed the turn anyway. And we're coming to Duper's Hill, I think this little bit up here is called. Now, if you're coming back to the depot, and maybe I'll do a run light route back to the depot, this left turn here, is quite, it's a tricky left turn. It doesn't look that mischievous, but some buses that you'll drive have really bad turning circles. Like, they don't turn very tightly. So getting around this corner, if you're in a bus, like this bus that I'm driving now, I think in real life has a bad turning circle. It's hard to make this turn. You end up like, if you don't do it right, you end up in these posts. It's a really hard turn. I'm gonna wait for the lights to turn green. We're doing full role play here. I've even turned on the speed limiter. Oh man, I really struggle with the keyboard and mouse. My fingers just don't do what I want them to do. Cool, we get into a little mini roundabout here, which can be a bit tight. It can be a little bit tight, I won't lie. If you're coming this way, or even if you're going this way and the car doesn't stop at those white lines, it's impossible to make this turn. They have to stop at that white line, otherwise you will write them off. You see how I kind of crossed the white line a little bit there? Oh, I went over that speed bump a bit hot, let's just say that. We can slow down a little bit. And we're gonna straddle these lanes, because why not? If the lanes are tight, straddle the lanes, because what happens if you need to do a turn, and I'm going to give you some bus driving tips here, real life bus driving tips. If there's two lanes and you need to make a right turn and you don't straddle the lane, or you mean to make a left turn, whatever turn you need to do, cars will squeeze right up next to you and it'll make it really difficult for you to do the turn. So it's best to straddle the lanes where possible, so that basically to let other road users know what you're about to do. And it just makes your life easier as well. So we're at Reeves Corner now. Sorry, I got a bit disorientated there. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up here. I'm driving a lot better this time, don't you think? You're gonna go into this bus lane. Now this is really confusing, right? And a lot of new drivers mess this up. You're in a bus lane now, but that ahead is a tram stop. You're not meant to go ahead. You're meant to stay with the bus lane. Don't go in there. That is a tram stop. And yeah, obviously you're not meant to drive a bus in a tram stop. Foxy Bingo here, aka Bloxy Bingo. Whoa! Whoa! No! You can deduct me points every time I hit a curb, by the way. Mentally. Cool. So we're now approaching West Croydon Station, where I'm gonna cut once we get to West Croydon Station, and then I'm gonna pick up Inner Duty, basically. There you go. How am I doing so far? Am I doing all right? I think I'm doing a lot better than I was doing in the last video. It's got to be said, but it's not really difficult to pull off, is it? Because I was terrible in the last video. Terrible driver, but also it's quite difficult to drive and talk. Can we just say that? It's very difficult to drive and talk, so cut me some slack on that one. Because you guys have been hammering me in the comments, man. You guys have been telling me how bad I am a driver. One guy even said there's no way this guy drives buses. Bro, if I was going to lie about a job, I would pick a more glamorous job than bus driving, my guy. I'd probably say that I'm like a professional wrestler or a, you know, something cool, a DJ. A flipping bus driver. No offense to bus drivers, but if you're going to lie about a job, you know, you're not going to pick a bus driver. Surely not. Anyway, approaching West Croydon. Oof. I think I'm doing a lot better, actually. I still can't do the pinky finger on the shift thing, so I'm not going to bother. We're going to do a right turn here into West Croydon Station. I mounted the curb a little bit there. This guy is blocking the thing. How do I do the horn? No, he's not blocking it. I just didn't go in the right thing, did I? I was meant to go up here. My bad. My bad. And then your bus stand is right here for the 450. Cool. And that's it. That's the run light route to West Croydon Station. Plus signing on and everything else. I don't know if that's interesting. It probably isn't very interesting. But I just wanted to give you guys an insight into what it's like. Now I'm going to switch over and I'm going to start the route. And we're going to go from this very spot. And we're going to start our 450 route. Right, that 407 crash. Is that a player, by the way? Is that a real life player? It can't be, right? It's got to be an NPC. Anyway. Hang tight, I'm going to switch over to a duty and we're going to start our duty. Okay, we are back and we're playing, we're going to log in. We're going to do this properly. So we're going to enter to log in. We're going to do this quickly this time. 13659 is my driver number. My PIN is going to be 123. Garage ID 59. Operator 121. Duty is going to be like, I don't know, 130. The route is going to be 450. Oh, sugar. Oh, yeah. And the trip's going to be 1. It's the first trip of the day. That's why it's dark. That's why it's nighttime. Good. Is someone messing around with my doors? I don't know. Okay, it's not working. So let's just... My doors sound like they're opening and closing. Right? Anyway, cool. We're going to head off. Now, last time I said that you have to go around. And the reason is because if I was just to serve that stop straight from the stand, I would be at a mad angle. And if there's anyone that needs like a wheelchair or anything like that, I wouldn't be at the stand at a straight angle. So, unfortunately, you have to go all the way around, which isn't a problem at this time because there's not usually traffic. But when there's traffic, it's so annoying having to go all the way around. Okay. Okay, I'm doing this a lot better this time. My headphones are really loud, by the way. I need to turn them down. And what are the doors? The doors are Z. Z.
West Croydon Bus Station.
Z and X. Okay, they're tapping the Oyster cards. They're not chatting rubbish to me. I love that. Not calling me uncle and being rude and all of that kind of stuff. Whoa! I should have checked my mirrors. The 64 almost wrote me off there. Wait, I think I can... I don't think there's any collision. No, there's not. Alright, I ain't waiting for you, bro, because we're going to try and keep time this time. Yeah, the passengers were quite rude last time, wasn't they? Saying, yo, bro, and saying weird stuff. Oh, no. Come on. And he's jumping a red light. Terrible. Terrible. I'm going to report him to Croydon operator, whatever that is. Cool. So we're going to head off. Are my lights on? I don't think my lights are on. L. There you go. They wasn't on. We're going to head down here. You can probably tell as well that I've purchased the Pro Pack, or I've subscribed, whatever it is, which means that I am going to be doing the simulation server, whatever it's called. I just need to get a bit better at driving. I'm a little bit scared of driving on that server until I get a little bit better at driving. I'll get there soon, I promise. I'm lagging a bit, aren't I? Anyway, I'm going to straddle these lanes. I just don't find the driving very easy. It's a one-way road, mate. It's a one-way road. I'm going to report him. 64 driver as well. Jesus, what? The 64 is not meant to be anywhere near here. Oh, he's naughty. Okay, 7 o'clock. Maybe he's running light. There you go. Pick up. What is it? Z and X. I'm gonna open both doors every single time. Oh. Just because it's easy.
450. 2.
Now, I did see some discussion about where you're meant to stop your bus at bus stops. I should probably check my mirrors every time before leaving the stand. I'm a little bit late already. I'm 1 minute late, but we can make up time. It's no problem. No problem. So yeah, I saw people online, and I've been trying to, I didn't realize that there was such a community in this game, and I'm so impressed, and I think it's so dope, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it now. But I saw some people online saying, criticizing people's parking at bus stops. So I'll kind of teach you. There's no one at that stop, so I'm not going to stop. Here I'm going to straddle both lanes, because why not? There's no one here, and it's a bit of a tight turn. I don't want anyone getting too close on the right, because the outswing on the back of the bus would crash into them. I'm going to make this turn. Damn, I've lost my job. Lost my job. So when I get to a bus stop where there's someone at, I'll show you how I would stop at a bus stop. So this is perfect. Some people are saying you're meant to go right to the end of the bus stop, but every bus stop is different. I always aim to get the front of my bus in line with the pole. You'll never get yourself in any bother if you do that, because you don't want your doors to be blocked by the pole, and you want to make sure that you know you've got enough space behind you and stuff like that. So a good you see how quick they press the bell there? That gives me PTSD, because if that happens in real life and you close your doors and someone presses the bell that quickly, instantly my thought is, did I just go past the turn? This looks different. Am I on the wrong road? Wait, what's going on here? I've gone past the turn, haven't I? Did I go past the turn? Ah, I've gone past the turn, lads. Oh my days. I gave it the big un about not having a navigation on, because I wanted to prove that I could drive the route without the navigation on, and I've missed a flipping turn instantly. At this point, I've kidnapped these passengers. Do you know what? I'm not gonna. Oh, you can't. This road's probably not in the flipping game. Let's reverse. Sorry, guys. I know you're probably thinking, where's this guy doing? I can't believe I missed my turn. Jesus Christ, it's because I was talking. This is exactly why you shouldn't talk on the phone and drive, kids. Because it's hard to concentrate on driving and on what you're saying at the same time, and you all end up doing something like I just did there, missing a turn and having to do a 3-point turn on London Road, one of the busiest roads in Thornton Heath. Trust me. And now I'm 3 minutes late. I'm gonna have to pick up some time, but at least it makes the video interesting. That is so embarrassing. Oh my days. So I went on a big rant in the last video about how much I was so disappointed that you couldn't turn off the navigation. I turned off the navigation and I instantly missed my turn. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. My passengers are like back there thinking I'm good. Look at them, they're shook. They're like, where is this guy taking me? Oh my god. Right, let's try that again. We're gonna do a left here, what should have been a right turn. We're gonna do a left turn. Where is it then? It's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry to all my passengers.
Windmill Grove.
Mate, this is... Oh no, oh no, I'm gonna lose my job. Alright. I crashed into the little Ford KA. Oh, I'm losing my job. I've gone the wrong way. I've crashed into a car. My job is lost, mate. It's as good as lost. Look, if you all want to get off the bus, now's your chance because you've seen what you're in store for.
450.
So you might as well just get off the bus now, honestly, because I'm clearly not fit to drive this thing. Okay. What was I saying before I realized that I went the wrong way? Yeah. If your doors close and your bell goes off instantly like that, my instinct is, oh damn, I closed the door on someone. That's usually what that means. When you close the door on someone, they hammer the bell. I'm not saying I make a habit of closing the door on people, but it happens. It does happen. Like you close the door too soon. You don't realize that there's someone upstairs that's taking ages to get off the bus. Your doors have been open for a while. You just think, yeah, everyone's off. You close the door and they ding the bell instantly. Like, what you doing? You've shut the door on me. I want to get off. So now I'm 4 minutes and 20 seconds late, which is quite tragic. And I'm not doing myself any favors by going over pavements. There you go. I'm so annoyed at myself. Come on, who wanted to get off? There you go. I think I saw someone say that on the simulation servers that this route gets really busy, and it's a really busy route. It realistically, so two things. They put the new the Enviro buses on this route, the electric buses, and they are considerably smaller. Like on the inside, they're shorter buses than what was on there before. Oh mate, I'm going too fast. Slow down, my brother. Slow down. How the hell do you not mount the curb there? Honestly. The buses aren't big enough, basically, for this route. The buses are smaller.
Burt Road.
You, mate, I would say like 80% of your day is just spent, oh no, that's the last thing you want to see when you're running late. Oh, for God's sake, mate, can't you get on the other bus? What's the ramp? Is it R? Yeah, it's R. There you go. We're gonna do it properly. I've been overtaken by another 450. So we're gonna do something naughty and we're gonna open the doors at the same time. You're not meant to do that with a wheelchair user. You're meant to let them on the bus first, let them get settled, and then you open your doors. But I'm running late, my bro. I'm running very late. Is that in? Yeah, it's in. So when you're running so late that, have I picked up anything? No, I've lost more time, in fact. When you're running so late, how'd you get down this road? It's so tight. When you're running so late that the bus behind you is right behind you, like it catches up on you, we call that punching. You're punching your leader. So you'd be like, oh yeah, my follower was punching me the whole way. I was running so late. I don't know who came up with that term. But yeah, this is a very busy route. Okay, very busy. The buses aren't big enough. You pick up a lot of people on the way to school. You pick up a lot of people on the way to work. You know, they get off at Crystal Palace and they're going into the city. It's such a busy route and it can be hell. And you're constantly late. You're constantly getting turned. But I kind of liked it. I think it was just the buses. The Enviro buses are so nice. Like, they're so nice to drive. They're comfortable. The heating works. The aircon works. Because on a lot of buses, you'd be very surprised. Alright, we're just going to pull out here. Probably not that surprised. I think they've been making a big deal out of it recently. About how hot buses get now. But back in my day, mate, you just had to firm it. You just had to firm the heat. Come on, off you get. Oh, wait. The guy with the wheelchair. Did I let him off already? I can't remember. I can't see him. Is he on the bus? Wait. He is on the bus. He wanted to get off, didn't he? Sorry, lad. Sorry. There you go. I think I've broken the bus sound as well. I can't hear the bus sound anymore. There you go, mate. I'm sorry. Off your pop. He's fuming. He's so mad at me. I'm mad at him because I really didn't want to. I was running late. I didn't want to pick up any wheelchair users. I'm getting punched again by another 250 this time. Okay, no, I'm not getting punched. But yeah, the Enviro buses are so comfortable. They really are. Aircon, like, it's just normal now for a lot of bus drivers that just have no aircon on buses, just sweating it out. And then in the winter, the older buses take forever to heat up, so you're like freezing your peanuts off. Is that passenger for me? Yeah. But the Enviros, mate, they got leather seats, heated leather seats, everything works. Mate, if you were trying to get this bus, you should have been quicker. Mate, why did you take so long? Oh, mate, passengers are the worst, aren't they? Get on the bus, you creep. Right, we're off. Come on. We're nearly at the end. We're a record 6 minutes late. I think I was 12 minutes late in one of the other videos. So, progress. It's progress, right? Oh, my days. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe how late I am. Alright, you lot, get off my bus. Is this the last stop? Everyone off. Oh, no, it's not. Remember what I was saying about people that get on the bus? The last stop is around the corner, bro. Like, walk it. Getting on the bus for?
450.
You're just wasting my time. I'm late, and you're making me stop to pick you up to go around the corner. And you'll even say to them sometimes, oh, by the way, mate, you know the last stop is around the corner. And they'll be like, yeah, I know. I'm jumping the red light. I don't care. Oh.
Thornton Heath, Parchmore Road.
Right, everyone off. I'm fuming. Everyone get off the bus. Everyone off.
Parchmore Road.
Oh, mate. I can't believe it. And it said I skipped another stop. There was no one there. Why would I stop there? There was no one there. Oh, mate. Fuming. I'm about to rage quit. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. In the next video, we're gonna run back to West Croydon, and then I'm gonna show you the run light route from West Croydon back to the Gap Depot. And yeah, hopefully it goes a little bit smoother in the next video. But until then, I'll catch you next time. Peace.